From humble beginnings, a small idea grew into a $71 billion SaaS startup that simplified how teams collaborate and manage projects. Driven by a vision to create software solving real-world problems, their flagship product, Jira, became a cornerstone for over 300,000 customers, including NASA and Netflix. Atlassian's original product-led growth strategy set it apart, focusing on user experience over traditional sales teams. This imaginative approach fueled extraordinary growth, complemented by strategic acquisitions like Trello and Loom, a thriving Atlassian marketplace, and the development of innovative tools like Rovo. By 2024, the company reported $4.4 billion in revenue, supported by a steadfast commitment to research and development. However, challenges like operating losses and tough strategic decisions underscored its journey. How did Atlassian's unique approach to innovation and collaboration enable it to lead the SaaS industry while navigating obstacles along the way? Atlassian's remarkable journey began in 2002 in Sydney, Australia, where two freshly graduated engineers, Mike Cannon-Brooks and Scott Farquhar, decided to bootstrap their way into the world of software development. With no external funding and limited resources, they relied on a $10,000 credit card charge to kickstart their dream. Their goal was simple: to create software that addressed real-world problems, specifically for customer support teams. Their flagship product, Jira, was born out of necessity. At the time, they were using Bugzilla, a bug tracking software which fell short of their expectations. Frustrated by its limitations, they decided to build their own tool. Jira, a play on the Japanese word Gojira, the Japanese title of the 1954 film Godzilla, was launched later that year. Initially designed as a bug tracker, Jira quickly evolved into a versatile project management tool that catered to teams of all sizes. With no prior experience in sales, Mike and Scott chose an unconventional approach, a self-service model that allowed users to discover, test, and purchase the product online. This strategy was driven not only by their lack of sales expertise, but also by the limited availability of venture capital in Australia at the time. Instead of pursuing investors, they focused on building a product so compelling that it would sell itself. Their gamble paid off. In 2003, they woke up one morning to a fax from American Airlines confirming the purchase of a Jira license for $800. This was a pivotal moment for Atlassian, not just a financial boost, but validation of their product and their unique sales strategy. It proved that their software could attract customers from across the globe without any direct sales effort. As Jira gained traction, the founders continued to innovate. In 2004, they launched Confluence, a collaboration software designed to help teams create, share, and manage content easily. While Jira catered primarily to developers, Confluence expanded Atlassian's reach to include non-technical teams, further broadening their customer base. Despite their growing success, Mike and Scott faced challenges. In 2004, they attempted to establish a presence in the United States by opening an office in New York. However, the venture proved unsustainable, and they had to shut it down. This experience taught them the importance of making tough decisions to maintain long-term viability. By 2005, Atlassian was not just surviving but thriving. They introduced Ship It, a quarterly hackathon where employees could work on passion projects for 24 hours. This initiative fostered a culture of innovation and collaboration, leading to the creation of new features and products, including Jira Service Management, one of Atlassian's fastest-growing offerings. Another defining moment came in 2006, when Mike and Scott established the Atlassian Foundation. They committed to donating 1% of the company's profits, products, equity, and employee hours to social causes. This initiative, rooted in their belief in giving back, has since donated over $54 million and supported more than 133,000 nonprofits. Through these formative years, Atlassian maintained its focus on building products that solved real problems. Their decision to prioritize product development over flashy marketing or sales teams allowed them to scale rapidly and efficiently. In 2010, they raised $60 million in secondary funding from Accel Partners. This funding was intended to build their acquisition capital war chest, which Mike and Scott specifically noted was for purchasing other enterprise tools to help them enter different verticals. Atlassian's success as a $71 billion SaaS firm can be largely attributed to its innovative adoption of a product-led growth strategy. This approach, which prioritizes the product itself as the primary driver of customer acquisition, retention, and expansion, was revolutionary when the company first implemented it in the early 2000s. Unlike competitors who invested heavily in traditional sales teams, Atlassian chose a radically different path, letting their products speak for themselves. By 2024, Jira had grown to become Atlassian's biggest revenue driver, used by over 300,000 customers, including major players like NASA, Netflix, and Facebook. In 2017, Atlassian made a strategic move by acquiring Trello for $425 million. Unlike Jira, which catered primarily to developers and technical teams, Trello targeted non-technical users with its intuitive, card-based task management system. The results of Atlassian's PLG strategy have been nothing short of extraordinary. In 2014, the company reported $300 million in revenue. By 2024, this figure had risen to $4.4 billion. Such growth, achieved without a traditional sales team, is a tribute to the quality of Atlassian's products and their ability to scale. The Atlassian Marketplace, launched in 2012, further amplified the company's success. By enabling third-party developers to create plugins and integrations for products like Jira and Confluence, the Marketplace became a thriving ecosystem that generated over $3 billion in sales. This not only enhanced the functionality of Atlassian's tools, but also deepened customer loyalty. The company actively uses data to understand how customers interact with its products, identifying patterns that inform future developments. For instance, the introduction of Rovo, Atlassian's AI collaboration tool in 2024, was a direct response to customer demand for smarter, more efficient workflows. Atlassian's commitment to research and development remains one of its most significant strategic decisions. The company consistently allocates 35% of its revenue to R&D, far exceeding the industry average of 10 to 15%. In the fiscal year 2024, the results of this strategy are evident in Atlassian's growing portfolio. In 2023, the company acquired Loom for $975 million, adding asynchronous video messaging to its suite of tools. This move strengthened its collaboration ecosystem, which allowed teams to communicate visually and efficiently. Atlassian's strategic decisions and growth factors are reflected in its financial performance and recent acquisitions. In the fiscal year 2024, the company reported total revenues of $4.4 billion, a 23% increase from $3.5 billion in fiscal year 2023. In fiscal year 2024, the company reported an operating loss of $117.1 million, a significant improvement compared to an operating loss of $345.2 million in fiscal year 2023. The operating margin for fiscal year 2024 was -3%, up from -10% in fiscal year 2023. Regarding net loss and net loss per diluted share, the net loss for fiscal year 2024 was $300.5 million, compared to a net loss of $486.8 million in fiscal year 2023. The net loss per diluted share was $1.16 for fiscal year 2024, which is an improvement from a net loss per diluted share of $1.90 in fiscal year 2023. In 2023, Atlassian experienced quite a roller coaster year. Despite attempts by hackers to exploit vulnerabilities in Confluence, the company projected revenue between $950 million and $970 million, indicating a growth of 19% for the year. Additionally, leadership announced plans to expand profit margins, which contributed to a 32% increase in the company's share value. Atlassian's fiscal year 2022 demonstrated significant growth and operational achievements across various financial metrics. The company reported total revenue of $2.8 billion, marking a 34% increase from $2.1 billion in fiscal year 2021. Despite an operating loss of $106.5 million in fiscal year 2022, compared to an operating income of $101.6 million in fiscal year 2021, the company maintained a strong focus on expanding its customer base. As of June 30th, 2024, Atlassian had 45,842 customers with greater than $10,000 in cloud annual recurring revenue. In terms of financial performance, the net loss for fiscal year 2022 was $614.1 million, compared to a net loss of $696.3 million in fiscal year 2021. The net loss per diluted share improved to $2.42 from $2.79 in the previous year. Atlassian's rise from a bootstrapped startup to a $71 billion SaaS leader is a story of vision, resilience, and innovation. By focusing on solving real-world problems, the company revolutionized team collaboration with tools like Jira, Confluence, and Trello, earning trust from global giants like NASA and Netflix. Their product-led growth strategy, fueled by significant R&D investments, enabled unprecedented scalability without a traditional sales force. Despite challenges like operating losses and tough decisions, Atlassian stayed committed to innovation and giving back through philanthropic efforts. Today, their journey inspires businesses worldwide, proving that impact and purpose drive lasting success.